Are you ready to become yourself? For years, dozens of people from all walks of life have turned to this one man, Leslie Tanner, desperate for the tools to reshape their life in our raised, godless world. Utilizing a unique blend of good-natured humor and brass tacks education, his innovative approach has helped innumerable people reach new levels of consciousness and personal power. Leslie Tanner, a controversial but selfless and massively influential figure, defies categorization. Since he and his life-changing program rose to fame, the expert class has desperately attacked him as a clown, snake oil salesman, or predator, attempting to silence him precisely because he is so effective at helping others become happier and more powerful in their own lives. From the most challenged, the mentally ill, handicapped, women, and mentally retarded, to the most successful athletes, entertainers, business owners, medical doctors. Regardless of your station, Leslie Tanner has committed his life to giving you the tools you need to transform your life. So, are you tired of being in near constant emotional and physical pain? If you could snap your fingers and have $1 million, would you do it? Is there a you buried deep inside whose power and will yearn to be expressed?
It's a whole life-changing program.
If they get half of what I got out of this program, they're going to have a much happier life.
It was fun. I really loved doing the program. I loved learning about myself. It was just amazing.
So if you have an interest in transforming your life once and for all, come along. I have so much to show you. In a moment, you'll have the opportunity to call the number you'll see on the screen and speak to me, Leslie Tanner, directly. Together, we'll tackle the most critical issues related to unlocking your true individual power and reaching your fullest potential. Let today be the first day of the rest of your life. Welcome to Explorations. A warm namaste to each and every single one of you, my explorers. Welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie, host of Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Tonight, as you can see from the title of the stream below, we are getting back to basics, questions only. Now, while this is basic and simple in some ways, it ain't easy, yet it is extremely powerful. So tonight, join me while we explore the power of questions. Tonight on Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Good evening, all of you, my explorers. Namaste and beautiful namaste to each and every single one of you. My name is Leslie Tanner, host of Explorations with Leslie Tanner. The 10 bits from Ben Weldrums. Namaste to you, Ben. Really appreciate those bits. Blessings to you. Really genuinely appreciate it. My name is Leslie Tanner, host of Explorations with Leslie Tanner, the most effective personal power program in the country. Through Explorations, we and the explorers explore. That's right. What do we explore? The universe, both inside and out, to unlock and unleash the power within. Now, a common question I receive very often, Leslie Tanner, you're the creator, founder of Explorations, the most effective personal power program in the country. They ask me all the time, Leslie, I've heard Explorations works. I've heard the program works. Lord knows it works for all my family and friends. But tell me, Leslie, what do you actually explore? And what a fantastic question that is. What a really wonderful question that is. Because to explore the universe, it really can mean a lot of different things. And what I say is, my answer to that, when they ask the question, Leslie, what do you explore? My answer to that question is yes. They ask me the question, what do you explore? And of course, my answer is yes. Yes. Yes, we explore. There is nothing that we don't explore. Namaste. Blessings to each of you. Namaste. Good to see you guys, by the way. Here I go up on my soapbox, just eager beyond words to be able to give you the tools that I'm going to give you tonight. But extremely excited I am to give you these tools, but also just be with you, greet you, hello, see the names, see the names, and namaste to you. I see Underhill coming in from YouTube.com. YouTube.com, hosting, nearly a dozen of the explorers. It gets up to nearly 12 over there. Lots of fun. Thanks so much for joining us from YouTube.com. Underhill, blessings to you. Also, walk-ins. I see Peppercorn. I see Data Pagan. Blessings to you. Nigel Penny. Ben with those 10 bits. Ben Welldrum's coming in with 10 hot bits. Blessings to you. All of that going directly into the compound, coming into the future. And so, guys, as I was saying, we explore it all, both inside and out. Now, of course, that means the various layers, the various tiers of scientific thought and exploration, be that physical at the base, chemical, and then biological, sociological, political, etc., etc. We start at the bottom, go to the top, and back down, and back to the top, and and we're not satisfied. And we're not satisfied because we're here to explore it all. Every single night, I come up onto the screen and I explore each and every single one of these things with you. And in addition to the things external, the things that we could list with one another, namaste, we've got a beautiful, beautiful communal vision coming in from Little Miss Whatever. Thanks so much, Whatever. My name is Leslie Tanner, and my face looks like a butt. That's so funny. That's so that kind of playful little wit that you have. Your mind is. I love this. It's really one of the gifts of a simple mind. Is that it really just brings itself to you. There's no nuance, and there's no agenda. There's no game being played. Thanks so much, Little Miss Whatever. Blessings to you. We've got a quick little pepperoncini. Can we get a fucking Jazz Express going? I don't know. Let's see what the universe has to say. Maybe the universe will command us to channel spiritual energy through the majesty of jazz in just a moment. The only time can... Oh, and there it is. Namaste. Toot, toot, everyone. Not the whole butt, but mostly the butthole, says Larry Picklejar. Thanks so much, Larry Picklejar. Getting here early, making sure your presence is felt. Well, enough of the lip flapping from me. Let's get to this. Let's get to some jazz. Data Pagan, if I owned an elevator, this is the music I would play inside of it. Now, that is maybe one of the greatest compliments I've ever received as a musician. Namaste to you, Data Pagan. Blessings to you. Larry Picklejar, not the whole button. Yeah, that whole thing again. Yeah, namaste, blessings. Wow. Well, here's a little more for you. Namaste, everyone. Wow. Truly channeling some spiritual energy. I would imagine this is kind of overwhelming for many of you. Gifting a sub from Ellie Vanelli. Extremely generous of you. Extremely generous of you. Ellie Vanelli tonight. Namaste to you. Blessings to you, sweetheart. Really appreciate that. Already off to a very gorgeous evening, a meditative evening, contemplative evening, but an eager evening all the same as we file in here early to conjure up the energy with which we'll be pulling from all evening for the exploration ahead. Namaste. DJ Mad Teabagger resubbing. Blessings to you. Namaste. Just want to make sure that all the stuff is back on. Yeah, it's back on. Okay. Well, guys, namaste to you. My name is Leslie, and that was a little bit of jazz. That was a Jazz Express. Thanks so much for triggering and contributing that, making sure that gets moved along. At a communal vision, can't wait to get into this perspective. Let's get started, everybody. Guru, I've decided to commit myself to becoming a conduit for the spiritual energy that is jazz. I've nearly collected everything: the scrolls, a top hat, 5 kilograms of zinc, and the scales of a pangolin, but I'm stumped on what digital MIDI-capable wind brass instrument to choose. Can you help me and every explorer who walks my path? So the question I'm hearing you correct is if you're looking for a digital instrument, if you're looking, you can't. Listen, I've been very happy. I've been very happy with the Akai Iwi USB. The Akai Iwi USB. And the reason I chose this is because it's inexpensive. It's inexpensive. It's less than half all the other ones. I mean, the other ones are nice. Don't get me wrong. Especially the Akai and the Rolands, they're fantastic. And they're going to be a little less finicky. But if you can dial in the USB, much lower price point, it's really going to get you, really get you to where you need to be. Namaste. So guys, as I was saying just a moment ago, tonight we are getting into questions only. The most powerful thing that you can do in this universe is to question, to call into doubt, to hold in front of you and play with, to poke holes in, to add to subvert. These activities are what fuels the universe in birthing more aspects of the universe. Of course, to us it unfolds through time, form, begetting form, begetting form, begetting form. And we can talk about that all night. We could talk about that all night, but as we are extensions of the universe, right here with you and I, one another, right here, you and I, one another in the path, the sort of final journey, so to speak, within explorations. Now that you are here and I am here, together, but also separately. And that is absolutely horrendous to truly imagine in the mind's eye, if you can. The mind's eye grasping at the eternal and incomprehensible gulf between your subjective experience and the subjective experience of anyone, be that someone on the sidewalk, or be your most dearly held loved ones. You'll simply never be able to bridge that gap and intractable distance between you. Horrendous, horrific stuff. As we journey this together and also alone, mostly alone, we will find that there are similarities to the experience that we can verify through language. As limited as it can be, it is also a wonderful gift in many ways. And one of the ways it is amazing for us is the ability to question. As I said, questioning being extremely powerful. As we drill down onto questioning and we question more, and you and I together here as individuals, but also communally, sharing and communing through explorations as the path unfurls. Through the final journey of explorations, namaste. Can I hear some ones in the chats for those of you who, if there are anyone in the chat who has chosen to begin their final journey? Chosen to begin their final journey into my community of devoted light, which, before we get any further into the... And a communal vision coming in from Larry Picklejar. Lines are open. Lines are open. And they're actually not. So thanks so much, Larry Picklejar. Anyway, as I was saying, guys, let me see some ones in the chat. If you have joined the community of Devoted Light at patreon.com. So listen, before we get into the theme and open up the lines, as Larry Picklejar kind of just said, he just says stuff. I think that's beautiful. Thanks so much, Larry. Now, as I was saying a moment ago, as we settle in, a couple of announcements real quick. First of all, before the community of Devoted Light, I do want to mention the P.O. box that we have over here. Guys, I love getting stuff from you guys in the mail, be that a postcard, a letter, a package, a little care package full of thoughtful little gifts from you all. You can send that to P.O. Box 47621, Chicago, Illinois 60647. Love getting stuff from you guys. Absolutely love getting stuff from you guys. Every time I do, my heart skips a little beat, skips, jumps, and hops, and I go home, and I stick it under my arm, and I sprint home, and I'm so excited. I just wait eagerly for the exploration so I can open it up on air. P.O. Box 47621, Chicago, Illinois 60647. Namaste. Now, again, also, as I was sharing a moment ago, some ones in the chat for my community of Devoted Light at patreon.com. Now, guys, if you've seen this call-in program in progress, you've seen the light and the simplicity of explorations as a personal power program. You've seen it at work. You've seen it transform innumerable lives here on the call-in show. But you're looking at it and you're like, I want more. I need more. Is there any way? Can I get a podcast? Can I get a video? Can I get a monthly postcard? Can I get music downloads of all the music that in use in the videos and on the stream? Can I get a VHS tape from you, Leslie Tanner? Yes, you may do so. At my community of Devoted Light at patreon.com. If you are interested in doing so, simply type !final journey into the chat to begin your final journey into my community of Devoted Light at patreon.com. A couple more details about that later. But guys, I'm extremely excited to open up the line. I can hardly wait. 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 Namaste. Back to basics, questions only. Now, the second step of the program, to question. And I said before, the most powerful thing that we can do in this universe to sort of push forms, destroy forms, to destroy is the most necessary and powerful thing that we can all do. And there is no better way to do it than the act of questioning. Now, here at Explorations, we take that to the extreme. There is no thing in this universe that can evade our mind's eye, the questioning mind's eye of an explorer. There's nothing that can evade it, as is commanded by the program here at Explorations with Leslie Tanner, the most effective personal power program in the country. So in a moment, when I open up the line, guys, we are going to dance. We're going to talk. We can, however the conversation goes, I am going to dance with you, and we are going to step together and arrive at some really important questions for you in your life. Questions you should be asking, and maybe you're protecting yourself from. Maybe you know that you're protecting yourself from. Well, I'm going to take that barrier from you, and I'm going to show you the path to the next level tonight via questioning on Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Let's go ahead and open up the lines. Namaste. Oh, there we go. Wow, somebody's eager. I love that. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I could call you tonight?
Well, now, namaste to you, Leslie. It's Walken.
Walken, first caller of the night. Walken, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. How are you tonight, Walken?
I am fantastic. Namaste to you. Namaste to everyone. Mr. Pepperoncini, I see you. Especially...
You do.
The little pepper.
You do. You love the peppers. There's a whole gaggle of peppers in the chat, huh?
He's a spicy little guy.
He is, but not too spicy. Pepper and cheese are spicy, not too spicy. That's why I like them. Ruined your call with my message. Namaste, fucker. That is from Fort. Explorer has a tail and a long vagina. So Fort has a vagina that comes well into his abdomen. Pretty weird. Namaste.
Wow. Speaking of spicy, we just amped up the cafezium, didn't we? Wow.
We just, what was that? What did we do?
Wow. We got real spicy. And that's fine. Now, Leslie, the jazz today, it gave me an idea. It gave me a question for you. I think it's time for
Communal
you to
vision from Godspeed. Walking, can you do the rest of the call in your Scottish accent? I was really digging that the other day.
Christ, I can't maintain it for long, but I'll try. Oh my God, Steve. It sounds a wee bit stereotypical, if you ask me. Oh no. Oh, see, I slipped there.
It's tough. That's a tough one.
What a disappointment.
It's okay. Shake it off. You were saying something regarding the smooth jazz. Continue.
Yes. My question to you is, when are you starting the hotel and spa with that smooth jazz all throughout?
Oh, brother, I would love to. I would. You know that I've got. I've got a whole program for the compound. Quick communal vision from Larry Picklejar says this call is really great so far.
Namaste to the Pickle Meister. He's a character, that one.
He is, right? He's a little.
Yeah.
He is. So when am I going to start the spa? You know that's part of the compound, but maybe we should do a spa night beforehand, huh?
I like that idea. You know.
Maybe we should do a spa night.
Yeah.
I think that's a fantastic. I'm going to write that down. That's not a bad idea.
Healing from the water and from the energies of chat and from the universe itself. How you can't get any more blessed than that, I think, Leslie.
Spa night.
Namaste to everyone.
Spa night.
What a Friday. What a
Friday. So listen, walk-in. I love your already a tremendous idea, tremendous contribution to the program. Even more so than normal. So I want to commend you for that. However, I do want to get you on the task. I want to get you right onto the theme. All right. Now tonight we're talking about questions only. Questions only. Now, what is Mother Nipplebottom says this is going to be a hot tub stream soon. You can feel it too? You can feel that vibe too? You can feel the evolution heading to a hot tub stream?
I can see it. Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
Really easily.
Now, let's continue. Walk-in, let me just start with this. How have you been lately?
Fantastic.
Really?
Yeah.
Talk to me. Why fantastic? What's going on?
Well, I've been improving the diner. I don't want to advertise, but, I've been putting in the work to try and up my game. So, got a new job that could be conducive to streaming. So just, and...
Wait, you got a new job that could be conducive to streaming. Talk to us. What's the job?
It's just kind of a day shift, and it's kind of a health provider thing. So
help provider thing. What does that mean? There's a lot of most jobs are help providers in one way or another to something or someone. What do you mean?
Like taking care of people, like old people,
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so taking care of old, aging people, sort of a caregiver.
Yeah, a little bit.
Interesting. And this is a daytime thing that will open up your personal time at night to be able to stream, and this is good, right?
It is, and I feel like I'm becoming a little bit of a fixture here, and I'm loving that too.
You are. Your presence is known. They like your vibe. Everybody loves your vibe.
Shut down real quick, and I rolled with the punches. I get it. It was funny to me, even if I get terminated right away, because I still call back. And here we are, Leslie.
Caller, as someone
having
who
great
takes care of the
conversations.
elderly, do you ever jerk them off for fun because they won't remember it happening? That's from Larry Picklejar.
That depends on how much is in their Social Security check that week or that month.
Pepperoncini,
Really?
I bet Marvin the Martian would love to dig into this line of questions.
I will see here. We'll not hope for a earth-shattering kaboom. What is your question, Mr. Tanner? I got a little Kermit the Froggy there.
Not bad. It took me
Thank
there.
you.
It took me somewhere. It took me somewhere for sure. Now,
All right.
let's go. So streaming, and is streaming more going to make walk-in happy? Is this the assumption underneath?
Yeah, I think so. Build up some good reliability, not spotty here and there.
Larry Picklejar says, "Caller, do your Obama impression you are famous for?"
Well, I don't really try Obama that much.
Why not?
You just do the pauses.
You just what?
Well, I don't practice Obama that much. He's, it's a bit older imitation, and even back in the day when he was president, I tried, and here's my try, Mr. Tanner. I'm sorry, it's not better. It's acceptable. It's a pass. It's a C, maybe a C plus. If you
Listen, I think where we're at right now with you, and the question that I'm arriving at with your life, regardless of these requested impressions, which are beautiful, by the way. Pepperoncini, do you do Jar Jar or the Nemodians from episode 1?
I don't remember the Nemodians, but Misa, thanks. Misa, like the questions.
That is weirdly enough the most racist one that you've had so far. Is happiness really the goal, or just not sucking is enough?
I do suck pretty bad. That's tough. That's a thinker.
That's from Mother
I'm gonna
Nipplebottom.
have to think on
Yeah,
that one.
that was a real poignant question from Mother Nipplebottom.
Yeah.
Larry Picklejar, caller, can you do Homer Simpson explaining to an old person that they shit their pants and they need to clean it up themselves?
Oh, geez. No, I can't. Nope. Nope. No. Who can I do on The Simpsons? Let's see. Mr. Smithers, come here and change my pants.
Guru, it's not racist to do a Gungan accent. I mean, I'm just going by vibes, Pepperoncini.
It's a little racist.
We need to bring back racism as a vibe. And I'm not even making a qualitative judgment on whether it was a good racist thing to do or a bad. Can we hear more about this diner, says Sociopathogen?
I'm a variety guy.
Well, and you've been terminated. Namaste. 708-240-8953. 708-240-8953. Tonight we're back to basics. Nope. We're back to basics. Questions only. Namaste. There we go. Back to basics. Questions only. Namaste. 708-240-8953. Mother Nipplebottom, I love my guru, that's all. And I love you. Mother Nipplebottom, I wish I could hold you like a baby right now. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What's something I can call you tonight?
You can call me Jim.
Jim, welcome back to the program, Jim. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Brother, I'm great. I'm having a fantastic evening with my community. guiding everyone through an extremely important step of the program, and that is the second step of questions. And we're focusing on questions only, drilling down for oil in that sector. Jim, you said good. You know, we got through the pleasantries, but really, tell me, Jim, how are you tonight?
I'm doing pretty good. I was going to ask you a question about public speaking.
Public speaking, let's go.
Yeah, I'm not very good at public speaking.
Okay.
I was wondering, like, do you know anything about it? Like, because, you know, you're a guru. Maybe you can give me some tips or pointers about
Absolutely.
it?
It's very simple. It's very simple. Now, first of all, now is this to do like let me get a little bit of information about your situation. So are you moving to incorporate the act of public speaking as a regular activity in your life, or do you have something coming up like a one-off and you just need to get through it?
Maybe a more regular thing.
Regular thing. Okay. So then that's what I thought we were going for. So listen, it sounds, I'd imagine it's nervous and it kind of triggers your nerves in a way that's difficult to control.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I start saying ridiculous things and I can't control myself.
Okay. Yeah. So you just got to lose control over your brain. You sort of have does it ever turn into like kind of an out-of-body sort of sensation, like you're cut off from your body and mind as it normally works?
Yeah, like I'll be standing there and like I can't think of normal words to say. Like I just can't, like, you know, I can't figure out how to talk anymore.
Right. Well, you know, a lot can be said, and a lot of therapists will waste a lot of time. Whenever this comes up, they'll start talking about, it's about self-worth. And then they'll take you on this whole thing of self-worth. I think that's a waste of time, as you could imagine I was going to say. I think it's an absolute waste of time, and honestly, it would be abusive for me to do that with you. Fluxstorm Zero, caller, what is an example of something you have involuntarily said?
Oh, I don't know if that's a good idea to say on Twitch. Like, you might get banned.
Just don't say the one of the big words. Say all the other stuff.
Yeah, well, that's kind of what happens. Like, I did a public speaking course in college, and we had to do a speech on, just random bullshit. So I did it on disco. For some reason, like the history of it. And at the end of the speech, we did questions. And this lady in the class asked me, like, well, disco sucks. And I was just like, well, your dad, like, you're so, I started swearing at her, like, I couldn't. Yeah, it's just.
Right. So you started going off, you started saying swears at her.
Yeah.
Call her this, that, and the other because she punked you out in front of everybody, right?
Yeah, well, she just started talking, and I was like, well, fuck you.
Right.
Yeah,
and so, Pepperoncini, if you are a white man and don't have enough confidence to speak in public, there is something fundamentally wrong with you, and you can't ever fix it. It's from Pepperoncini.
Well, what does being white mean? Because there's some different... definitions of being white. Like, some people don't think the Irish are white. I don't think that's a...
I agree with that. I think Italians, Irish, Eastern Europeans, they all get to say whatever they want. Sociopathogen, pretty sure the trick to public speaking is to show up naked from Sociopathogen.
I don't know if that's a good idea. I don't think people want to see...
Your balls or ass?
Yeah, people definitely don't want to see my hairy balls.
Are you a big fella?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Larry Picklejar, caller, next time you're on stage in front of a group, just take a deep breath, look forward, and understand that everyone is judging you and assuming you smell. And I'll put in, because you're fat.
Well, I'm not fat. I'm tall, I would say.
Okay, tall.
That's
how tall?
Large I am. I'm tall. 6'3". Okay,
yeah, tall guy. Now, listen, I'm going to give you the straight talk express about this. Now, I think working on confidence is an absolute waste of time. You know, it's been a mainstay in public schools. It's been a part, an integral part of, most mainstream clinical psychology. Absolute waste of time. If it was going to work, it would have worked. It didn't work. And if it did work, people like you wouldn't be calling me up asking me questions like this. So,
Yeah.
what else can we do? Now, I will agree a little bit on, you get up there and you start worrying about what they're thinking a little bit, right? Is that one of the first thoughts that starts gnawing away at your mind?
Yeah.
You want to do a good
I
job?
don't know what to do at all. Yeah, like I want to do what I'm supposed to, but I just blank out. You know?
Okay. How familiar are you with the inner world of performers, actors? Ever know?
I've done.
Do you know any, or have you done any acting?
I've done maybe in high school, but not too much.
But you're a little familiar with the type of person,
Yeah.
right? They're weird. They're sort of driven. Yeah. They've got a very, an inner world that makes them do the things they do in a lot of ways makes them good performers, right?
Yeah.
This kind of complicated, weird, please pet me, daddy kind of energy that makes them really show up and just start singing all the time. Mother Nipple Bottom, and so we're going to get to that in just a moment. Mother Nipple Bottom, quick communal vision. You could tell them about the program. Perfect icebreaker.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Now, I couldn't agree more with that. That's certainly a great icebreaker, and and of course, I'd imagine the people you're speaking to would benefit so much from the message that we bring here. But to focus in a little bit about your problem. Now, I'm going to point you in a direction, and I'm not going to solve it. Okay, because the true gift of any talented performer of any kind, and that's what public speaking kind of is, right? You're kind of performing a little bit, a version of yourself even, is the lack of resolution in their soul. So what I mean, you talk to an actor, right? When they're all zipped up about a show, they are on cloud fucking 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They're going crazy. All right, the inner workings of their psyche, the abuse that they endured as a child, their latent lack of self-esteem, is you should not touch it. So, in one hand, you have an embarrassment of riches, in that you have this crippling anxiety, because you want that, you need that. That's a biological. That's where your anxiety, psychological, becomes biological. You want that. It's a very valuable resource. However, we need to temper it. And rather than tempering it with some self-esteem and some idea of control, which will never happen and will end up in failure for literally every single person who tries, what you need to temper it is with disdain for the people you're talking to.
Ah, I see.
Disdain. Now, when I come on here, you might have heard me refer to the people in chat as livestock, as cows, as pigs. Have you heard me do this before?
I have, yes.
Yeah, so it's because that's what I believe. I come on here and I'm a dance of excitement, of biological, drive that I don't want to understand, to be able to communicate what I have to communicate on such a massive scale. But then on the other hand, we temper that with disdain. I ultimately do not respect the people that I'm talking to.
Oh, that's interesting.
Now, imagine these people. Do you know the people you're talking to, or are you trying to go up in front of different crowds?
Like a mix of half and half. Like it's for work, basically.
Okay. Well, so you kind of know these people. You know how fucking boring they are, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know how stupid their inner lives are. You know how they haven't figured anything out you haven't figured out, especially because you're here in explorations. They're not here. There are a million ways that they are just slovenly little pigs walking up to the trough and looking at you, the farmer, as you pour slop into the fucking trough for a room full of retarded pigs.
Yeah.
Exactly. Do not let these
Exactly.
pigs psych you out. You know, this is the base upon which you can build your own craft, your own thing. And it's not about resolving these two things, the yin and the yang. This is the yin and yang of every performer, in my opinion. Now, in the spirit of questions only, though, Jim,
Yes.
I'm pointing you in this direction, not to solve anything for you, but to introduce you to the yin and yang, the beasts, the two battling beasts inside of you. The moment they resolve themselves, their battle is the moment you die. You pass away, you shit your pants, and die. But until then, you can use these two beasts as they battle each other.
Use them. Okay.
Disdain. Do not respect
That makes
them.
sense.
If you got to focus on one that you really don't. Is there one in particular that you really don't like?
But it depends. Yeah, that probably is. Yeah.
What's their name?
Angela.
Angela. Okay, Angela. Angela sucks. Why does she suck?
She's kind of controlling and bossy.
Mm-hmm. Controlling and bossy, and it kind of makes your life worse, huh?
Yeah, like she just does things like just to piss people off. You know?
Right.
Like,
And when you think about her life, why she does the things she does, she's completely unaware of those things, right?
yeah, like she has no idea she's pissing me off. She just,
Why does she take a fucking deep breath like everybody else and not be kind of a bitch? Sounds like.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Exactly. Focus on Angela next time. Okay.
All right. Yep.
And let's talk about it. You employ this strategy, and then we'll talk about it next time you call in.
All right. Yeah. Sure.
Okay. Wonderful. Well, Jim, real quick communal vision. Caller, next time you see Angela, know that she is a piece of shit that is a character in your movie.
All right. I will try to do that.
Yeah, give it a try. Well, listen, plenty of stuff here for you to try. I'm excited to see how this goes for you. I would bet $1,000 right now that this is going to open up some doors for you.
All right. Thank you.
Yep, 100%. Now, well, namaste to you, Jim. You have yourself a wonderful night.
Yep, thanks. Have a good night.
Have a good night. 708-240-8953. Quote, nightmares are a real number. 708-240-8953. 708-240-8953. I love how the internet empowers everyone to express themselves. I do. Affirmation for men. Put stuff in bags. Gifts. Shit laying around your house. 708-240-8953. 708-240-8953. Here we are at Explorations with Leslie Tanner, the most effective personal power program in the country. Pepperoncini. Nightmares are a real number. Let's get you a new one. I don't know why that repeated. There's something very gay about the internet, isn't there? Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight?
Hey, Leslie, it's Mary Lou.
Mary Lou, welcome back. Guys, welcome Mary Lou back to the program. It's been a while. It's been a while since we heard from you, Mary Lou. How you doing?
I'm doing okay, hanging in there. I have a question for you, though.
Please.
I just want to check in with you. Are you okay?
Doing wonderfully, Mary Lou. Yes.
Because your energy is just a little odd tonight.
Odd, you
and
say?
I'm getting a weird vibe.
Odd,
you just
weird
seem
vibe.
like kind of down. And
Odd,
I just want
weird
to check
vibe,
in
down.
to see, how are your feelings?
How are my feelings? Mary Lou, how sweet of you. Thank you so much for checking in. But I assure you that I am as focused and balanced, and by balanced I mean the opposite of that. Of course, I'm a human being, and I express, the expressions of a human being are very varied. and exist within a spectrum. But I can assure you that I am just as edified as every day that I come onto this stream. I'm having a very edified evening.
Your jazz was really good tonight.
Thank you. You could feel it, right? You could feel it in the air?
Yeah, it was like, I don't want to say better than usual, but it was better than usual.
Better than usual. There's something about it, and it's funny, like what makes a certain note better than other notes? You know what I mean?
I don't know. It just felt like you were hitting some really pretty, melodies. There was some nice, little repetitions of patterns of notes that I thought were particularly pleasing. You don't always hit that kind of stride when you're doing your jazz. And tonight, I just felt like you had, I don't know, you were just really dialed in on it. It was nice.
Namaste. It's sometimes I'm sort of the notes that I sort of channel are varied. The style is varied. Sometimes I'll play a little rhythm, and I'll just kind of focus on that rhythm. But as you said, I felt melodies in my fingers and in my heart tonight. And I really appreciate you noticing that. Do you prefer melody? Do you prefer melody in your jazz?
Oh gosh, I don't know. It really depends. It depends on the day, and really, I would not voluntarily listen to jazz. I'm actually more of in like a surf rock phase right now.
Okay.
I'm listening to a lot of like tiki lounge music. It's very nice.
Well, that sounds really nice. Nice, light, crisp little vibe.
Yeah.
Communal Vision. We got
a
couple Communal Visions before we continued on the surf rock path. We have a couple Communal Visions to catch up on. Mother Nibblebomb says, a note is only as good as the notes around it, just like people, says Mother Nibblebomb. Interesting perspective. Any response to that?
I think that's an interesting idea. I like Mother Nibblebottom.
A peach, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, real peach.
Yeah, I'm a fan. There's not that many people on the channel that I dislike.
Right, of course. But there are people that you dislike.
Maybe one or two, but it's not really worth talking about. Let's ask more questions.
There's another question. Well, here's another one for you from a Communal Vision. Fram says, if you're gay on the internet, does that mean you're gay in real life?
Probably. I would guess yes.
Like the Matrix. If you get your if you do gay shit in the Matrix, does that mean you do gay shit in real life? Larry Pickle Jar, caller, who do you hate the most?
Out of like everyone in the whole world?
There was no qualification for the vision, so you can answer however you'd like.
Who do I hate the most? I would say, historical figures. I would go for the obvious ones, like George Washington, asshole.
Okay.
Christopher Columbus, fuck that guy.
Okay.
Not a big fan of any of the popes. Take them or leave them.
Okay.
Let's see. If we want to go like present day, everyone in my immediate family sucks. And I mean, my family of origin.
Ecto Cooler 69, Explorer Surrogacy Advocate, throwing down on a sub for the 13th month. First month out of that year milestone. Namaste to you, Ecto Cooler 69. Thanks so much.
That's awesome. Do you like Ecto Cooler? Or are you more of like the purple one?
No, I enjoy an Ecto Cooler.
I used to like it when I was a kid, and then they re-released it, and I was like, oh, I remember this being so good. And I took like a drink of it, and I'm like, I can't. I must be too grown up. This is disgusting. And it's kind of like what? It's like a piece of yourself dying.
A piece of yourself
like
dying.
That.
Wow. Fram with a communal vision for you, because I want to pick on that scab. We've got Fram with a communal vision. Caller, who do you hate the most in the program, and why is it Jen?
Well, sometimes when you shit all over everything all the time, people might think you're an asshole, because that's what an asshole does.
I see. So you see her behavior. You're not inspired by it. You don't think it's cute or delightful. You find it reprehensible. And you think it does harm.
I mean, I don't think that far into it, because she's a pretty meaningless character in the scheme of my life. But I do think that, when is the last time you cracked open a surge? Have you had a surge like in the last 5 years?
That's a negative. No, I have not.
Because I was at
just that?
I don't know if you ever used to go to Power Hour. This is a long time ago. I was at Power Hour, and someone came up to me and gave me a surge. And I was like, I remember this. And he's like, I'm only going to give this to you if you promise to drink it, because I don't want to waste them. These are expensive. And I was like, sure, I'll take it. I'll drink it. I opened it. I took one sip, and I was like, oh no. What have I done?
Why? Oh no! What's going on? I remember going to Power Hour. I went a couple times. I was never a regular.
Oh, dude, I loved it. That was such a great room. Anyways, the point is that, like, it was so heavy and sweet that, like, I felt guilty having taken it. I don't even remember who I took it from. And, like, I do remember that, like, I felt so bad when I took a sip of that surge, because I'm like, I'm going to have to get rid of this somehow. I can't drink it.
Let's talk about that. So, 2 beverages, full sugar beverages you used to really enjoy. Now, in your advanced years, Mary Lou.
Yeah, I'm old.
Your advanced years, we would say, one thing that's come up now is shame.
Wait, what now?
Shame.
Shame?
You feel guilty about drinking this drink. There's a shame inside of you that was not there before.
I felt guilty about taking the drink, saying that I would drink it, and then cracking it open, immediately realized that I cannot drink this. And now I have made a promise to this person, and I have to, like, go back on it, because I did not anticipate how old and stupid I am.
Larry Pickle Jar. Well, we got a couple communal visions for you. First one from Orchestar. Mary Lou, what is it about Pope Everestus you find most off-putting?
His age.
Is that the current one?
It doesn't matter. They're all like 1,000 years old. Fuck them.
Okay. So it has nothing to do with. Does it have to do with Catholicism or their beliefs or anything like that?
It's more about systems of oppression.
And the Catholics, you see the Catholics really holding people down?
Historically speaking, yes.
Okay.
But it can be argued that any of the Abrahamic religions are systems of oppression. So it's not like I'm not playing favorites here.
Right. So
what are you? You're Catholic, aren't you?
I was raised Catholic. Yes. It's still a very it's given me a lot of structure. It's given me a lot of a framework by which to work from. Now, quick, Lori Picklejar has another communication that I want to get to and throw towards you. Caller, do you regularly drink things strangers hand you?
I used to, but not lately, because I'm old and I don't go anywhere because it's cold outside.
Yeah.
And my hip hurts.
And your what hurts?
Like, my hip. I have one hip. I'm going to physical therapy for it. And I got hit by a car when I was like 10 years old. So my body's all like, as I've gotten older, like there are parts of my body that are just like fucked. And the hip seems to be the next thing that's going to go. But it's just part of life. I'm sure we aren't that far apart in age, actually. I think I'm only about 4 or 5 years older than you.
Larry Picklejar
So
with a communal vision.
buckle now.
Yeah, you're not that much older than me. But I'm physically a specimen. I feel great. So I don't.
You really are.
I really
Jesus
can't.
Christ.
Yeah, I can't really speak to that. You've been
I saw
terminated.
you in your tank top.
Thanks so much. You did, and that won't be the last time. I'm going to do a little calendar shoot one of these years, and we're going to have a nice little Leslie Tanner calendar. Pepperoncini saying, do 1,000 bits, Hail Mary, and then call back. Do a Hail Mary and call back. Namaste. Larry Picklejar with a question that I wish we could have gotten to. Larry Picklejar, maybe Mary Lou could answer this in the chat. Caller, as a fan of the Abrahamic religions, can you please draw your feeling about Muhammad? Can you please weigh in on Muhammad and Islam? Oh, 1,000. Please do 1,000 Hail Marys and call back. I love that. Seven zero eight 240-8953. 708-240-8953. Well, Miss Whatever, sounds like you're kind of punking out.
The eternal abyss at the beginning of time, God couldn't bear to face himself, but also couldn't bring himself to commit suicide. And so he created the other, damning us all, and somehow mustered the confidence to demand affection. Relatable, sure, but equally and utterly contemptible.
That's true. The narcissism of being. I have a book, a little essay, collection of essays coming out who knows who's going to put it out. If the FBI and the NSA have anything, ATF have anything to do, they're going to be trying to put bullets in my car on my way to the publisher's house. Ellie Benelli, will you give us the deets on the grant you've been working on? Ooh, okay, yeah, I'll speak to that a little bit. Flying Vita, namaste. Welcome, Raiders. Orc, I'll get to your communal vision in just a moment. Ellie Benelli, thanks so much. I would love to speak on that in just a moment. Now, Flying Vita coming in with her gaggle, from her stream. What do we cook over there? Flying Vita, a fantastic streamer, very committed explorer. Can we shout out Flying Vita, please? Shout out. Oh, and you did. Thank you so much for shouting out Flying Vita. Blessings to you. Now, this is tremendous. Thanks so much, Vita. Great to see you. How was the stream? Hon? Blueberry bagel sandwiches. Oh, that sounds so fun. I'll bet that was so fun. Namaste to you. I'm sure the vibe was good, and we've been thrusted in with an even more densely good vibe. Real quick, let's touch on Orchestars, Communal Vision. I forgot what Muhammad looks like. Can someone send me a picture real quick? If someone can message our moderator, Orchestar, a drawn picture of Muhammad. Namaste. Thanks so much. And so Ellie Vanelli asked a question, will you give us the deets on the grant you've been working on? So guys, I can't give too many details about it because the timeline with projects of this size are difficult to predict, especially when you are working with, relatively limited resources. Not a lot of institutional backing, as you know. When you are pursuing the truth that we are here at Explorations with Leslie Tanner, some institutions are going to be a little weary of it because they see and resent your ability to cut through the malarkey. And so, as you might imagine, taking on a project of any sort of significant size, which we are, it's an exploration material to be announced later this year. the biggest thing that we've done in this program so far. Biggest thing we've done. It's a big video project coming down the tubes, and I can't say any more about it. But I am applying for at least one grant, maybe some other grants. We'll see how this goes. Dipping my toes into the situation, but definitely one grant application. Fired off, trying to get as much money, put a little team together to produce this damn thing. Am I a nonprofit? I mean, spiritually, no. Spiritually, I'm a prophet, and I'm losing, just like all of you. Through capitalism, we were able to view ourselves as the losers we truly are. If you're trying to dodge the bullet by talking all this nonsense about socialism, you're spiritually weak, anemic. You ever see most of these socialist guys and gals? What is going on over there? There's something in the water, and it's not good. Pepperoncini, you should take out a bunch of loans from friends and family and don't pay them back. Namaste. Thanks so much, Gene. Appreciate that. I would absolutely be open to that. Well, I will be presenting an opportunity for investment in the project later on this year. But be that as it may, I can't give many details about it. But that's what the grant is for. Coming down the pipes. Announce it later this year. Working on getting it going. It's written. It's written. It's been written for a long time. (708) 240-8953. 708-240-8953. Mother Nipple Bottom, it's for an exploration runtime, probably between like 50 and 60 minute video project. Exploration with some exploration materials. That's all I can say publicly right now. Listen, the thing is, if I say it, too many details in a forum like this, what does that create? Expectations. What does an expectation do? It snuffs out the universe. As the universe very fragilely blossoms in me, a vessel for you all to experience, by which the truth of the universe is presented to you. Namaste. Grant for what? From who? The city. The Department of Cultural Stuff. DCASE, whatever that stands for. The Individual Arts Program has an annual grant that they give out. Bullshit. You should take your own advice and just do it. Yeah, well, I have to pay the people that are going to be doing it, because what they're doing is worth money, though. That's the thing. YouTube finally hit 12. What a landmark, huh? Fish, namaste to you. No. But this grant in particular, I know people who just wrote their own applications and got it in years past. I do not have a grant writer, no, though. 12 on YouTube. What a landmark. Guys, can we get a round of applause for ourselves? 12 concurrent viewers on YouTube. Everybody at Twitch, can we get some excitement going over to our viewers over at youtube.com. Namaste. Big 1-2. Wow. Huge news. Congrats. Congrats. It says 10 now on my screen. So I would love. Does anybody know? Does anybody have a way in on the Mr. Beast show? I'd love to be a contestant on the Mr. Beast show. I'd love to work with any of these streamers. I'd love to be on the Mr. Beast show. You name it. Any damn ass thing. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you? Beeps, welcome back to the program, Beeps. Communal Vision from Phil Z. Did someone say huge nudes?
Did you? I didn't.
I didn't, but I'll bet somebody in the world did. Mother of Bob, I love that idea.
It's about my father-in-law.
What was that, your father-in-law?
Yeah, I've been trying to help him get health care.
Father-in-law, yes, health care. Continue.
Yeah, he goes to dialysis every other day, but they kind of determine how the nurse does, how often he goes. He doesn't have a doctor. Mm-hmm. So I went to the senior center with him. This is the boring part. The interesting part is he clogged his toilet, so he didn't want to go to the senior center. And we're just like, okay, we'll unclog it for you. We couldn't. He called his landlord to snake it, and his teeth were in there.
Hold on. I'm trying to understand. Back up a little bit. So you went to the senior center where your stepfather or your father-in-law lives.
Oh, no. The community, place where old people go to not be lonely.
Hang out, resources there at the... Okay, got it. Okay, so you went with them there, and continue again with the story from there. I'm trying to understand.
Okay, he didn't want to go and was making all these excuses. He was really scared. And he's like, I'm tired because I go to dialysis. It's like, well, that's not going to change. And he's like, well, my toilet's clogged. And it's like, okay, let me try and unclog your toilet. Okay, this is impossible. Go get the landlord. And then he's like, well, my teeth are missing. And it's like, well, you don't need teeth to talk. Let's just go. And then later that night at 8 p.m., he called and he's like, I found my teeth. And it's like, oh, where were they? It's like, oh, well, the landlord snaked the toilet and my teeth are in the toilet.
Good Lord.
So he thinks he was, shitting and they fell from his lap.
Oh, that's so fun. That's so fun. Larry Picklejar, caller, did you ask him if he dropped his teeth into the toilet while trying to eat out an old lady who was shitting?
He lives alone in the studio, so I didn't.
So you felt safe in assuming that wasn't the case, that he was eating a woman's ass while she was shitting. You're saying that was most likely not the case.
Yeah, because no, I don't. Excuse me, I don't think so.
Okay, you don't think so. Okay, so Larry Picklejar, hopefully that gets you. Hopefully that answers your question. Now. So, what was the emotional tone of that call that you got from your father-in-law?
It was kind of a roller coaster. Because he was happy that he might get a doctor and that he found his teeth. And I was like, oh great, well let's try and clean them so you can have teeth. And I was thinking like, oh, I might take them to work and clean them that way. And then he's like, no, they're broken. And I was like, actually, I don't want to touch your teeth.
The teeth themselves are broken? His dentures are broken?
Yeah. I didn't want to actually go into it because I realized his poop is really gross.
Right. But you're a professional poop handler, though.
I know it's really conflicting within me because
it's like having
I've actually thrown up.
It's like having a daughter-in-law that's a plumber, and it's like, hey, will you come fix my leaky sink? But instead you're kind of in a perfect position. Hey, will you handle my raw wet poop? And you said no, huh?
Well, I was offering suggestions. I thought he's like, oh, no, they're broke. He might have been embarrassed also. But the thing is, like, maybe my work self is different than my personal self, because someone told me a story about poop once while I was walking home, and I just leaned over and threw up. And it wasn't anything gross. It was just like their cat pooped.
Wow. So when you clock out, you clock out.
Yeah. And it was in our neighbor's lawn, and I just kept walking.
Couple communal visions for you. First of all, from Godspeed, one of my friends fell down and knocked out his front tooth, and the dentist only had the darkest shade of tooth to replace it with, and we called him Poop Tooth.
That really sucks. I wonder if he could like drink some bleach for like mouthwash.
Now that's a thought. I love that. People discount the value of that very often, and it's unfortunate. But I've had several of my clients gargle bleach. Larry Picklejar, caller, you may want to divorce his child. This sounds like bad genes.
We don't have children and aren't planning on having children, so.
Right. So you're both of you are just saying no. Have you gotten them snipped? Have you guys gotten them snipped?
No. No, that'd be smart though. Like for him to do it, you know.
Right.
Like not me, because that's a lot of work.
You know,
or effort.
It is a lot of effort, but it's one of the most effective ways to sort of just show a direct disdain for God, to put it mildly.
Oh. Okay. I didn't think about it that way.
Yeah,
I just figured the world is just too sucky, and my genes are not good enough.
Well, the world is too. Oh, so like the world is too shitty, and your genes aren't strong enough. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
So you see, you look like, you're not about to have like a gladiator or something.
Right.
Right. And your husband's genes, is he going to produce a gladiator?
Well, he only has a 50% chance. And that's his father-in-law. So, I mean, that's his dad.
No. Godspeed with another vision. I have personally undergone, quote, the snip 3 times, but it keeps growing back, question mark? Wow.
Like he's had 3 babies?
It keeps growing back. I don't know his penis or... I don't know what exactly the snip means in this case. Caller, I saw one documentary called Revolutionary Road, and it shows how to take care of an unplanned pregnancy. Check it out. Have you seen that film?
No.
Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet?
Oh, no.
Really inspiring movie.
Does the pregnant person die?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. I can... Okay. I don't want to die, so I'll solve not becoming pregnant other ways.
Okay. Well, anyway, as far as what feelings did you walk away from this father-in-law situation once it was over? Cute, fun, funny story, of course, and I enjoyed it. Involves poop. That's always very entertaining for me personally. Pepperoncini says, chop Godspeed's dick off with a salami sword.
Is that like a Chishkria Brazilian steakhouse sword? Like, well, the emotions I was feeling actually, like, oh yeah, it was really funny and I should share it, but like, it made me really sad and scared for myself, because when I'm older, I don't have kids and won't have kids, so who's going to take care of me to like get my teeth out of the toilet?
Well, maybe already though, you have to consider that since you kind of mostly don't want to have a kid, you're going to be a shitty mom.
Yeah.
You're going to be a piece of shit mom in some way. And given that, this kid's probably not going to want to take care of you.
Aren't children like, I don't know, I take care of my mom.
Yeah, but I mean,
And,
your mom must have done something right. But you're here. You're kind of like you're a fuddy-duddy. You're going back and forth. Kid, no kid. Kid, no kid. Kid, no kid.
Oh,
That's
no.
not a good way
I've
to start
always
a kid.
never wanted one.
Hypocryptomatic, welcome to Reap Life, girlfriend.
Oh, yeah. That's what it feels like. My aunt was all like, oh, it's fine. Just save money, buy a house, and, like, invest. And it just made me cry when I was driving home because she's all, like, giving me the worst advice about, like, that only works for people that were in their 90s and, like, wages actually meant something. So I think I'm scared of being old.
Oh, it's going to suck. It's going to be bad.
Oh.
Yeah, it's going to be bad. Mm-hmm.
This is why people are scared of calling in tonight. You might ask questions that make them vulnerable.
And this is the power of the program, as we are seeing. Yeah, I know, right? There's a little hush in the chat tonight, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah, there is.
I was like, oh God, we're going to be vulnerable if we call and ask questions. So I tried to distract with the story when you're all like news.
Well, listen, part of the power of this program, though, the power of questioning, is to get myself and the caller to a place where we're asking the right questions, that we are asking the right questions. And I feel like one of the questions that we sort of implicitly just asked, a couple communal visions before I even say that, Fram says, just rob your mom. She's blind as fuck. You could rob her.
That is true.
Larry Pickle Jar says, caller, did you tell your spouse that their father has dookie teeth?
Yes. Yes. He was the one that suggested getting a dentist.
Phil Z74, my son shot me in the scrot with a Nerf gun, killed all my seed.
Oh.
So the question that we implicitly landed on with you, Beeps, though, and this is exactly this is the power of the program made manifest. The power of the program made manifest. We called up with a cute little story about poop teeth, about a plumbing problem, about you being in a perfect position to help your father-in-law in a vulnerable position, refusing to do so, not wanting to do so.
Okay.
And
yeah,
then,
I didn't view it that way.
And then at the end of the call, being like, "But what's gonna be getting old? What's it gonna be like for me to get old? Will it be good?" And you regret even maybe I should have had a kid. Maybe I should have kids.
Oh no.
He had a kid.
I'd have to face it.
He had a kid.
Oh yeah.
And he married someone who deals with human turds, every day. And when there was one real-life application that could directly help someone, she folded. So just put yourself... Listen, it's not going to be good. You're right in assuming it's not. Larry Pickle Jar beeps. I love how you randomly came here one day and fit in perfectly. That's from Larry Pickle Jar.
That was his character, maybe. But yeah, that's very precious.
Well,
my first call, he said I fit in, and then he terminated me.
Yeah, I know. I was actually expecting termination after that.
I know. It's a roller coaster of emotions.
Yeah. Well, imagine what it's like to be in his personal life. To have a personal relationship. If through Twitch, it's such a roller coaster. It's such a wild, swinging back and forth pendulum, emotionally speaking. Imagine what it's like to have an actual, genuine, personal relationship with that man.
It's like that Hot and Cold song that's really old.
Can you sing it?
You're hot and you're cold, you're yes and you're no, you're in and you're out. Someone call the doctor. We got a case of the bipolar.
I prefer this version. You've been terminated by Larry. Good night. Guys, I got to take a piss. I got to take a piss so bad. And we'll be back in just a moment with the second half of the program of Explorations with Leslie Tanner. So, guys, take this moment, get a glass of water, reset your energy for the evening, commune on the join screen, but also stick around for a couple words about the community of Devoted Light at patreon.com, where I host my library of exclusive of exploration materials, videos, podcasts, music downloads, monthly postcard, etc. Namaste, everybody. We'll be back in just a moment after I go pee, basically. Namaste.
Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Since Leslie and his program broke onto the scene, Explorations has become the #1 best-selling and most influential personal power program in modern history. Millions of people from all over the world have gotten a chance to meet this truly remarkable man and utterly transform their lives with the power of Explorations.
I listened to this introductory tape and I knew then and there, this is what I needed. I felt just so much better knowing there are a bunch of people out there suffering like me.
I'm not kidding you. I think after the first tape, I knew, okay, I'm gonna be fine.
I got such relief from the very beginning, starting the program.
Now that you've gotten a taste of what this program is capable of, it's time to show you how to take your life to the next level. Here to tell you more about what is possible is legally licensed clinical therapist, author, coach, speaker, entrepreneur, martial artist, amateur musician, one of the nation's foremost thinkers, and our guru, Leslie Tanner.
Good evening, everyone. Whether you've been with us since the very beginning and have watched Explorations work wonders in your life, or you're joining us for the first time tonight, I say namaste to you. As you've watched Explorations in action during our call-in show, no doubt your mind is reeling from the limitless potential you now know is possible. Between the tailored themes and lectures, to the myriad avenues of exploration through the channel points, to the customized ways to interact with me and the community, there simply has never been anything quite like this program. Now is usually the point in one of these self-help programs where it starts to sound like a sales pitch. Someone like me might normally say something like, "Listen, I know your time is precious. Let me cut to the chase." But there's only one problem with that. We know your time isn't precious. I could speak at length for hours and hours about absolutely nothing, and I still wouldn't be wasting your time because, well, you're here, looking for a fast, all-encompassing solution to the problems in your life that have become so intolerable, you're not sure what you're going to do. You may be considering any number of extreme decisions, ranging from short-term band-aids to more permanent solutions. However, as dark and bleak as your situation is, so too must our tools be bright and revolutionary. So whether you're tired and looking for more energy and enthusiasm for life, or Maybe you're lonely and isolated, but want better relationships. Let me tell you that for these things and so much more, my breakthrough program of explorations to explore the universe and beyond really works. It's worked for elite performance athletes, critically acclaimed artists, best-selling authors, entrepreneurs, and for thousands of others just like you. I have been blessed by the universe for a brief moment that I now command upwards of $50,000 for speaking engagements. But through the technology of this program, you can hire me, Leslie Tanner, as your personal therapist, coach, and guru, all rolled into one at the Community of Devoted Light on Patreon.com, where you and thousands of others just like you are learning to leverage the chaos around them to catapult their lives to heights that were previously unimaginable. Here's how it works. I've created a tightly knit community where individuals seeking to access the next level are able to study, reflect, meditate, and grow with an ever-expanding library of exclusive materials, each containing life-changing tools and techniques designed to explore topics covered here in our call-in show, but much more deeply, therefore increasing the benefits of the program exponentially. These materials include your name in the credits at the end of the stream, demonstrating the importance of your leadership and the value of your investment. A signed personal postcard sent out each month full of observations and witticisms by me, Leslie Tanner. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Exclusive video materials not available to the poor, designed to rocket your progress past those who cannot afford success. Here's a little sneak peek at what you're missing.
Oh, hi. I almost didn't see you there. It's Leslie Tanner, host of Explorations with Leslie Tanner. You might have noticed that it's nighttime. That's because I like to come outside and do some nighttime thinking.
Downloads of all specially crafted music used in our productions here and elsewhere that have accompanied your journey thus far. Tracks such as New Beginnings, Psychic Romance, Reaching into Darkness, or The Skeptic's Gamble. Exclusive archival prints such as these, channeled and honed by myself, Leslie Tanner, upon which you can guide your own meditations at home. I'm not an artist, nor do I claim to be. These visions are a burden and cause me immense suffering. But I do it for you. Now, you might expect that a program like this would cost thousands of dollars, but because I'm offering this to you through the internet, these life-transforming materials can be yours for the monthly cost of a few cups of coffee on your way to work. With access to these materials, regardless of your level of investment, you will also be receiving a complimentary download of our landmark track, The Sojourn Begins, as a thank you. So does this sound good to you? Well, what are you waiting for? If you are ready to join the thousands of others who have already committed to the final journey to access the next level, simply type Final Journey into the chat and you will be guided with further instructions. One thing I can promise you is that however massive your problems are, however abject and humiliating your life has become, I have created something so simple yet so profound in this program, you'll be absolutely flabbergasted by the results. Now, let's get back to the program. Namaste.
Namaste, explorers. Welcome back to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie Tanner, host of Explorations with Leslie Tanner, the program with which we explore the universe, both inside and out, to unlock and unleash the power within. We've got a caller calling in. Beautiful. I'm going to put you on hold. I got two things to say, okay? Two things to say. First of all, guys, those are a couple words about my community of Devoted Light, and a couple of updates, little amendments at the very beginning when I shot that commercial. Quick communal vision coming in from Philzy, I heart, and then a picture of breasts. So Philzy loves breasts, and as you should, brother, as you should. Philzy, thanks so much for sharing that perspective. Now, as I was saying just a moment ago, couple things that are different now is instead of a video, we do a podcast. We're doing a podcast over there at the $5 a month tier. We're doing a podcast of Devoted Light instead of the video. The videos got very complicated, longer, required more time and energy. I couldn't flip them as quickly as I would have liked. However, so we're doing a podcast now. Now, $25 a month tier, we're sending out the tape, and instead of the prints. So no more prints. We're doing a tape. Beautiful tapes. Beautiful tapes. Can't wait to get these out to you. Namaste. Blessings to you. Now, boobs rule. They do. They're absolutely awesome. Appreciate that. Wonderful. Now, A.E. Rook. Oh, brother, good to see you. Please start Minicam. Choose another video source, minicam.com. Explore addicted to porn. Didn't know that. Not a good person. Namaste. A.E. Rook. Brother A.E. Rook. It's wonderful to see you, brother, back in the chat. I am fortified by your presence this evening as we delve into the second half of the program tonight at Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Blessings to you. Blessings to you, A.E. Rook. It has been too long. Welcome on home. I the whole time you were gone, I was like, I wish I could pull this nipple out and just stick it inside of your mouth and breastfeed you, wherever you are. I know you got a beard now, but I wish I could just kind of part maybe some of the hairs around your mouth so that your little mouth can latch onto my breast and I just squeeze. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you?
Hey, Leslie City.
I know you have a beard now because you sent me a picture. Or you saw where did I see a picture?
No, I don't have a beard.
I know you don't have a beard. A.E. Rook has a beard. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah, okay. I know what you look like. Caller, welcome
Leslie,
to Exploration.
how are you?
Oh, Sister Jenny, I am wonderful. I'm having a wonderful evening. How are you doing?
Oh, brother, I'm fine. I woke up. I was having a bad dream, and then I was like, "What the heck is that Leslie doing?"
What is that, Leslie? I noticed your absence in the first half of the program tonight.
Yes, I was sleeping.
Why were you sleeping?
I was having nightmares. It doesn't matter.
So why were you sleeping? I was having nightmares. So you had to get your nightmares in, huh?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and what
there's
happens
a
if you go
certain
too
time and
long
place.
without having your nightmares, Jenny?
What's that?
What happens if you go too long without having your nightmares?
That's a good question. I don't know. What would happen? Guess what? Who knows the point of tonight's program?
We're doing questions only tonight. I'm speaking to each caller. We're getting to a pertinent question in their life, something that will allow them to take the next step on their final journey to the next level.
Kill themselves. Delete that. Delete it.
Okay, so anyway, Jenny.
Yeah. Hi.
As much as I would love to drill down for oil on that topic, Twitch.tv has Twitch.tv has a little something to say about it, unfortunately.
Yeah. I said delete it.
Now, as I was saying a moment ago, what we're talking about tonight is questions. So, Jen, how would you say you're doing tonight?
Out of like 10?
Yeah.
Maybe we're at 1.5 at this point.
Pepperoncini with a pretty funny mental image. I imagine Jen bonks herself on the head with a frying pan to go to sleep.
Yeah. Refreshing.
Is that true? Is that accurate? How do you go to sleep?
I just fall back down. I mean, and then when I know it's regular sleep time, I might take Unisom. Drink some tea. Yeah. I'm starving. Anyway.
Beautiful. Well, what were your nightmares about tonight, Jenny?
So I was running, and I was running to my mom and my sister, and I said, I told you this was going to happen. And I grabbed my cat, Suzu, and we were running into the room. And actually, it's funny he says that, because all of a sudden I had a frying pan in my dream, and we were beating off aliens. It turned out to be aliens after all.
So aliens were attacking you, your sister, and your mother.
Yes. Yep.
An alien intruder, an other, invading, meaning wishing to harm you and the ones you care about. And one of the feelings that you had was, why didn't you listen to me?
I did. I said, I told you they were coming.
Yeah, exactly. No, you told them, why didn't you listen to me, essentially? I told you. Why didn't you listen?
Yeah, I told you. I said, scoot over, move. And I was trying to bang electrical devices.
Phil C74, Jenny Cakes beating off aliens. Did they splooge?
That was a good mix of grammar. Very good.
So you were fighting them. You weren't jacking them off.
No, I was still beating them.
You weren't jacking them off, or did they have penises?
I wouldn't even let them in that far. I was like, I don't even want to look at your anatomy at all.
Interesting.
Yeah,
so
no.
You did not appraise their genitals.
It was go time. Yeah,
okay, it was go time. It wasn't maybe a sexy time. It was.
It was like, you're not going to get my mom and my sister or Zuzu. Wait, David, please. He's eating day-old chicken of cream.
A.E. Rook, namaste. Thanks so much for that gifted sub. Blessings to you, A.E. Rook, tonight. Blessings to you, namaste. A.E. Rook, back in town. Blessings. Good to see you in chat, A.E. Rook, namaste.
Good to see you, too. Bye.
Now, Jenny.
Yeah.
Now, once you began fighting, beating off the aliens.
Right.
Not sexually. Not with their penis.
No.
In your hand or your mouth or your feet.
No, it was not there. No, none of the places.
Are you sexually attracted to aliens?
I think that they don't have one.
Are you so if
they probably use their fingers, all gross. I know they do.
So you're not sitting there writing fanfic about E.T. just fucking pounding you about just like opening you up like a hard shell taco and just slamming his weird little alien meat into you. What?
Did I start writing it?
You could. I mean, I would read it.
I don't want to, though.
Good Lord, A.E. Rook, 5,000 bits, out of control.
Bro.
Extremely generous of you. Extremely generous of you. Well, I guess now I'm going to ask, and only
just got
Riley.
A real shoulder dance over here.
A.E. Rook. Now, of course, this isn't a termie. You said no termie, but do you want to have 5 termies in exchange for that? No termie, but do you want 5 termies? Do you want a gun loaded with 5? No. Wow.
5 in the chamber. Wow.
Wow.
Nice to see you.
So generous. Zilch, nada, nothing, blessings.
Can we have like 10 seconds of silence for that?
Sure.
Okay, let's do it. Should we count down?
No, here, I'm going to do nothing.
Okay, me too. Is it over?
Okay. There we go, and we're back.
That felt long.
There we go. So listen. Let's quickly get a little outline going for you for this ET fanfic sexual thing. If you were gonna get fucked by ET, how would you prefer it? Let's just say that. We know you're not sexually attracted to, or what? Maybe a different alien. Is there a certain what universe? Cinematic universe.
Keanu Reeves.
Was he an alien in any movie?
I don't think so.
He was kind of a cyborg and Johnny Mnemonic.
Drop it. Drop it now. Drop it. Johnny Mnemonic, huh?
You ever seen that one? He's hot in that one.
No, I don't know. I don't think I'm into sex anymore. They ruined it.
You what?
I don't think I'm into sex anymore. They ruined it.
Who's they?
Uh-oh. What if it's them?
The aliens?
Yeah, it could be. I'm not kidding.
I'm not joking either.
Okay, fine.
Phil Z74, Jenny, which old homeless alien species would you prefer, the gray ones or the lizard ones?
Ew. Lizard. How about you?
If I was gonna
Only.
If I was gonna have sex
gray.
with an alien's pussy?
Ew. Yeah, fine.
Let's go through the list. We've got the ET. We've got the Independence Day guys. We've got
Wait, I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention properly.
Independence Day guys. We've got
okay. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Let's go to chat. Chat. What are some?
How tight are their jeans? That's what I want to know.
I'm trying to think of other alien. I'm getting memories of the dolphin guy.
Oh, the guy with the big dolphin head?
The alien
What's
from
that
Alien?
from? Yeah.
I would let if the alien would promise me I could stick it in before getting like fucking melted and my head fucking cut off, then I would do it.
You would?
I don't think it's a bad. I don't think it's the worst deal that spiders do that.
Oh, they kill. Well, you'd have to be female then. Now we have to go on a whole other trail. That's what the females do.
Data Pagan. It said Salome. You remember David Liebehart?
No, who's that?
He's the black puppeteer from Tim and Eric Awesome Show.
Oh, yes.
Did
you know that I told you before that I grew up and my friend, we went to the Grand Island Mall and she worked at the same store with Tim. It was just them. And he would print out the photos and we would laugh. It was so rude.
Well, that's fun.
That is illegal. What we're doing right now.
Photos of what?
It would be photos. Oh my God! It would be like photos of like old ladies, and I'm not old. Like trying to do something sexy for their husbands, or like weird stuff like throw up.
Oh, so just take the pictures that are weird that you're developing and then laugh at them.
You have to develop them and look at them.
Stiglitz, namaste. Thank you so much. With the boobs backwards, namaste. Blessings to you, Stiglitz. Blessings to you.
Those were the good old days, man. The Grand Island Mall. That's like what we did for fun.
That is a cool story.
Yeah, it was. It's a little. It was weird. Let's say it though.
Quick communal vision from Godspeed. Godspeed sharing with us. I personally would prefer to have sex with an alien's egg, which is like a double vagina, or the face hugger tail could jerk you off. I think the chest burster would be the worst option to fuck, but it is a good shape to be fucked by. Caller, thoughts?
You chose the chest burster. Like, seriously, Leslie. You're supposed to be our number one, our colonel, or whatever, the first part of the whatever is. And you picked the chest burster. You're like, oh, if I could just get them to put their hands down long enough and stick it in before they blow my chest out.
Listen, I'm a man. I'm a man. And part of my power as your guru, Jenny, part of my power as your guru comes from the fact that I am a man who loves being a man. And as a man, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to straight shoot with you. And yeah, if the alien from Alien would put its arms down and let me stick it in.
All right, can we talk about other aliens? Because seriously, that's gross.
Let's.
Am I counseling you? God damn it. Ouch.
I'm trying to think.
You're making me lose power.
Maybe the avatars?
Oh, avatars, no problemo. I would stick my tail.
You let an avatar lay avatar pipe?
There's no problem there.
No problem there.
No, yeah, my hair's already in a ponytail waiting for it.
Okay.
Oh, there will be a day that they will come, and that's fine with me.
That's beautiful. I really appreciate you sharing that with us. You've been terminated. Namaste. A.E. Rook saying, bye-bye, Colonel or whatever, Terminator or whatever. How disrespectful, says A.E. Rook. Couldn't agree with you more there, brother. But I tolerate it because Jenny is very powerful and a very valuable asset here. Appreciate you bring that up, though, just for everyone else to see from. Pepperoncini, I'd sniff the seat of the loading robot Ripley drives at the end of Aliens. I'd sniff the seat of the loading robot Ripley drives at the end of Aliens. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight?
Les to the mother frickin' Lee. It's Toaster.
Toaster, welcome back to the program. How are you doing tonight, best friend Toaster?
Hey, great to follow Jen. She's a real class act, ladies and gentlemen. Two heavy hitters back to back. Jen, Toaster. What a day we got, folks?
Right. So, Toaster, tonight we're talking questions only. Questions only. And I'd love to just start our conversation and bring you to the question that's holding you back from the path of the next level. Now, Toaster, let's just start with a simple question. Toaster, how are you?
Oh, I'm a little bit of good, a little bit of bad.
A little bit of good, a little bit of bad. Take us in. Take us inside that. What does that mean?
And a little bit right in the middle too. A little bit, a little scrambled eggs. You got some. Yeah, you got some good, some bad, and some in between. Just like scrambled eggs.
So using scrambled eggs as a metaphor for quality of being. Here exploring the quality of your being right now in this moment by using scrambled eggs as a sort of a way to view how you're doing. And so kind of good, kind of bad, kind of in the middle.
Kind of good, kind of bad, kind of in the middle.
Interesting. And how else do you like your eggs? Are you a scrambled boy? Do you like the over easy? Do you like the sunny side up? Do you like hard boiled?
I do like scrambled, and I also like omelets. Actually, kind of reminds me of something we talked about on the last call about a week ago. I was trying to get you. I asked you if you remembered any the exciting news, and I had exciting news for you. And I kind of put you on the spot because I asked you if you remembered what the exciting news was, and you couldn't seem to remember. And we were just about to get there because I have such exciting news I want to share with you and the community that I touched upon. and that I have updates on.
Okay,
And you
so we're
still
not
don't-
okay.
you still have-
Phil
you still have
Z74.
no idea.
Rip David Lynch. Also, Toaster sucks. And we have a psychic emergency. Please hold.
This is the Psychic Emergency National Alert System, also known as PNAS. We've interrupted this broadcast in cooperation with Explorer Eruk to issue a psychic emergency. Cheer 300. Hey Toaster man, how's it going? I haven't been in contact with you since the new year. How's it going? Do you feel like you're getting enough FaceTime with the guru? That's so great to hear. This year is off to a great start. Just so you know, I am not gonna insta terminate you all the time. That's kinda like my New Year's reso, whatever, if you wanna believe in that. Repeat. Cheer 300. Hey Toaster man, how's it going? I haven't been in contact with you since the new year. How's it going? Do you feel like you're getting enough FaceTime with the guru? That's so great to hear. This year is off to a great start. Just so you know, I am not gonna insta terminate you all the time. That's kinda like my New Year's reso, whatever, if you wanna believe in that. We now continue with your normal broadcast.
Okay, did you hear that?
No.
Okay, it's from A.E. Rook saying, hey, Toaster, just kind of greeting you, catching up to you, then catching up with you, and then saying, I'm not going to insta-terminate you all the time. That's kind of like my New Year's rezo.
Oh, that helps. That really helps. Yeah, because, you know, I think we played that whole thing out. I think we could be done with the terminations permanently. You know, we had our fun with that. But, like, I feel like I just have so much to say, especially this new year. I have so much going on, so busy, so much in my life. I'm so much more busy. I have so many more projects between the comedy, the poetry, and now this whole tarot thing. Yeah, I think we can just say, close the chapter. No more.
And you've been terminated.
I have a block.
No, you don't. 708-240-8953. See, not instant, says A.E. Rook. Not instant. Not instant. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What?
It's Toaster. Hello?
Toaster, welcome back to the program. How are you?
Oh, gosh, there's a horrible static with your voice.
Horrible static?
Hold on.
You there?
Oh, that's so much better. That was horrible. That was a horrible experience.
Okay, so anyway, I'd love to get started with this, this conversation to get to the question.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? I would too, if we can, like I said, if New Year's resolution, we had our fun with the terminations. It was a good bit, lots of, you got to see me mad, you got to see me get all flustered and everything like that. But there's just so much to get through this year. I think we're good with that. I think you would agree, huh, Leslie? Best friend?
Sure. It's not up to me, but anyway, just keep going.
But you would agree, though.
Let's get through whatever you're going to say so we can start the program.
Hello?
This is Explorations, and I'm here to do the program with you. And if you keep doing this, then I can't do the program with you, which is the point.
Yeah, but you could at least back me up as a best friend, right? You could at least have my back on this one, right?
As my best friend, as your best friend, is my job to allow the universe to just sort of play with you, and you to play with it.
It's fucking disappointing.
You just swore. You don't swear a lot.
Oh, yeah, well, sometimes it comes out of me when I get upset.
Well, Toaster, listen, brother, can you go ahead and say all the stuff you're going to say so we can start doing the program with you? Because right now we haven't done any of the program with you so far.
Okay, just do the What's your question? What's the question? I don't even feel like talking about it anymore. What's your question?
Talking about what?
Do the program. Do it. Go on. Ask the question.
How are you?
I'm okay.
Orchestra, quote, 1
I
second.
invite the sun into my soul to sanitize the ancient filth that turns without rest. I invite the moon into my heart to embolden the stench and creep of this filth as it animates my mind and body.
Okay, quote is over. And so, how are you doing?
What did Orcstar say?
No, she ordered a quote from me, a Leslie quote.
Oh, okay.
So, Phil Z74 with the communal vision. Can't wait to get into this perspective. Thanks, Phil. Stop being baby-ass baby toaster. You baby like man baby ... baby. And how are you?
I'm actually really great.
Really great. So, the first answer you gave at the top of the call was not so good, but then also good. And now you're really great. What changed?
Well, I was just thinking about the love of my life that I'm close with, that I've become close with over this last week.
How about that? Guys, really exciting stuff in Toaster's personal life, huh? Let's make a little bit of noise in the chat for that. Noise in the chat for Toaster's personal life. Love of his life, as he said. Go ahead, elaborate. Tell us as many details as you can. Give us the skinny.
Here's the kind of the disappointing part that I'm a little bit annoyed about, because I did touch on this in one of my calls recently, and you don't seem to remember at all. And I was really excited about it and excited to tell you about it. And you seemed excited to hear about it, and you don't seem to remember at all. Do you? You have no idea what I'm talking about, do you? Eggs, omelets? Leslie?
You fell in love with an omelet?
No, she's a spatula.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
That's right.
I love her. And I got to see her again yesterday because I was making another omelet, and we are like, oh my God, I don't want to say too much on the call, but it's like things are getting really sexual, because first it started off as like we had instant chemistry, like.
How are you having sex with a spatula? Frankenzilla 76. You okay, Toaster? Great. That's a problem.
I feel like Leslie, as my best friend, first of all, you didn't back me up on the whole termination thing. You don't even listen to me when I tell you about huge details in my personal life. And I feel like the best friend thing is like, is it just a title? Are you really my best friend?
Are you disappointed with my failings of what you see as failings as your best friend?
Maybe we have different ideas of best friend. I don't know.
Maybe we do. What's your idea of a best friend, Toaster?
Just someone who listens and defends me.
Listens and defends you unconditionally. Defends you from what?
Bad guys.
Bad guys. Okay, interesting. Speak on that. Who are some bad guys, huh?
Like Phil Z.
You see Phil Z as a bad guy? You genuinely see Phil Z as a threat?
He's a bad guy. A lot of the guys that watch you
are bad guys.
Are bad guys.
Welcome, Utica. Welcome. Blessings to you and welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner.
Anyway, I guess that's kind of what I was talking about with scrambled eggs. You know, like I have this great stuff in my life with, her name is Samapilipator, and then I have that whole great thing going on with Samapilipator, and then I have this turmoil with you, and it's like, I wish everything could just be perfect, and it's so close. If I could just have a real best friend.
Listen, I think that's the question for you. What is a best friend? Toaster, What kind of best friend would I be? And this will be the last thing that I say to you, and then we're going to move on.
I would love to move on.
What kind of best friend would I be to you as your best friend? If I'm trying to prevent you from being harmed. I'm trying to defend you from the bad guys.
Right.
But what if, just what if, two men are best friends and one of them has to defend his best friend against a bad guy, but that bad guy is his best friend? Toaster, I'm trying my best as your best friend to defend you from yourself. There is not a person in this chat that can hurt you, slash you, cut you, punch you, kick you, shoot you worse than you can do to yourself. And what kind of best friend would I be if I were to just stand by and let you do that to my best friend? See, this is what the program's all about, Toaster.
I have
moments like this.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm so lost.
What?
Wait.
You are hurting yourself. You are your enemy, and I am attempting to defend you from the enemy, who is yourself.
There's two of me. I'm the best friend and the enemy.
I am the best friend. You are the other best friend and also the enemy.
What are you talking about?
Are you crying?
No.
It sounds like you're crying.
Okay, can we move on? Or can we just hang up or something?
This is a massive milestone for you. This is the most directly that I've spoken to you in the entire time that you've been a part of Explorations, Toaster. Okay. Just want you to feel this. Don't run from this. Feel this. This is the next level, calling your name. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Now, I do want you to hold on 1 second while there's a psychic emergency, because then I want you to tell everyone about your tarot night.
Okay.
One more, there's a psychic emergency.
This is the Psychic Emergency National Alert System, also known as PNAS. We've interrupted this broadcast in cooperation with Explorer Framward to issue a psychic emergency. Sheer 300 the Nine of Swords is often associated with fear and anxiety about all the things that worry you and keep you up at night. Sometimes this card can be associated with trauma, one which may be shameful for you to confide with others about, and all the psychological responses that come from experiencing that trauma. Repeat. Sheer 300 the Nine of Swords is often associated with fear and anxiety about all the things that worry you and keep you up at night. Sometimes this card can be associated with trauma, one which may be shameful for you to confide with others about, and all the psychological responses that come from experiencing that trauma. We now continue with your normal broadcast.
Now go ahead. So you started experimenting with tarot after getting a tarot deck, and you started doing that on stream, huh?
Yeah, basically that's about it. And I've discovered me and my community kind of on the spot, really. We kind of just discovered that I'm a tarot god, and I'm perfect.
You know, I was in the chat for a little while during one of the readings, and I got to say you're very talented, and I had a great deal of fun in your chat that night.
Oh, it makes me it feels so good to hear that, Leslie. And of course, I need to read you.
Of course, we'll get to it. We just got to figure out a date and time. But as far as the next one, I understand is booked. When's that one planned?
We're pretty booked. We're booked on Monday. Really special holiday, and we're totally booked. But we're gonna get you on there, Leslie. We're gonna get you on. We're gonna make it happen.
Namaste. Well, listen, we'll set up a time, but guys, shout out real quick for Toaster, What's Up, Cats Up, the tarot stream that they're doing. Really fantastic work over there that he's got going on. Fram, did you add me to the reading list?
Fram is on the list. Fram is the final slot. He got
several explorers. We've got Ellie Benelli. We've got we've got Fram. We got who else we got on the list?
Fisk Mummy's on there.
Fisk Mummy.
Prague Pro, huge friend of the stream. Prague Pro. I can't wait to do him.
Yep.
Can't wait to do him.
That'll be a fun. That'll be a good one. That'll be a good one.
That's gonna be.
Don't pull any punches with that one.
Oh well, here's the thing. Toaster Tarot tells it like it is.
Okay.
And I never pull punches.
Okay.
So be really careful about what you ask for.
Let's see here.
Leslie.
All right. That's the end. This is the end of the call now. Okay.
I'm gonna call this call.
Yeah, this is it.
Right
We're
here.
gonna be done now. Okay. Namaste.
Yeah.
Say it.
I'm gonna let you go.
Say the namaste. You're a tarot card reader. You can say it.
Well, I did say it once on the tarot stream. It kind of slipped out, and that's my one for the week. So, yeah.
Say it here.
Don't push it.
You're okay. You want to talk about best friend? Say the goddamn word.
Yeah, you want to talk about best friend? Why do you always have to do this every call?
You want to talk about best friend? You're terminated. Bye. 708-240-8953. 708-240-8953. Quick communal vision from Phil Z74. Namaste, Phil. Are you sure you have enough divorce cards to do Prague Pro's reading? How many times have you been divorced? Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something that I can call you tonight?
It's Sparkly.
Sparkly, Miracle Zone, streamer, artist. Namaste to you, Sparkly. How you doing tonight?
Namaste. I'm great.
Blessings. What was that? What did you say?
I said I'm great.
Great. Great. Well, I'm so glad to let's start there tonight because I want to take you right. You know, Toaster is a slippery little eel and he doesn't like cooperating, and so that was kind of a bad call. But we are drilling down on questions only tonight. Questions only, the second step of the program. So let's just start right there. I asked how you were, and you said great. Now, first of all, it's wonderful to hear, Sparkly. We're all very happy to hear that. Pepperoncini Communal Vision. I'm a founder of Sparkly's Stream, which means I basically invented it. Any response?
No.
Okay. And so you're doing great. We're all excited about that. I'm excited about that. But give me some details. Sparkly Miracle Zone, why are you great tonight?
I didn't force anything. I did what I felt like doing the whole day. So I painted, and then I rested, and then I did nothing. So it felt really easy.
Very content day. Activities that you filled with activities that came from you, and the duration that came from you. You followed your innermost intuition throughout the day, and it has left you feeling great. Am I hearing you right?
Yeah, I remembered myself.
Oh, love that.
Constantly.
Don't we love that, chat? Don't we love that? Namaste. Now, talk to me. Is that stand in contrast to some days of late? Spirit Mirror, can you tell me what the days have been like as of late? Have they been as this intuitively informed, or has there been another shape to them?
Well, like the past few days are just generally in my life.
You know,
my default programming.
You know, you talk. You. What was the first thing you thought of when I asked?
The past few days, I guess.
Yeah, let's do the past few days. What have the past few days been like, huh?
Honestly, the past few days have been like that as well, where I've
been just really taking it easy. No expectations, not a slave to my mind.
Mm-hmm.
My mind has not really been running the show lately.
Mm-hmm. We love that. And we love that. So, that can be very good. That can feel very good. But it can be bad. Have you ever experienced that situation be bad where the mind takes the back seat to something else?
Well, I like to think of it as there's a horse, there's a carriage, there's a master, and there's a driver. So the driver is the mind, but the driver can't make the whole thing go by itself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So if the driver does, it doesn't work so well. I don't want to do that.
But what we're talking about here, to use this metaphor, horse and carriage, we're talking about a driver. Namaste to you. 9 trillion blessings to you. Namaste to you and blessings to you. Christopher Miller over at youtube.com. Namaste also to you. Blessings to you. Now, we're talking about a driver getting in the front driver's seat of the caboose, getting the horses, with their little giddy-up saddles on, and just saying, do whatever you fucking want, horses. Is that what we're doing right now, past couple days?
No, I feel it's more the master is running the show.
The master is the mind, though, right?
No, the driver's the mind.
The driver's isn't the driver the master?
No, the master is this unknown force. We don't know what it is.
So the driver is not. The master is driving or not driving.
The master is telling the driver. He's whipping the horse to get the whole carriage to move forward. The carriage is your body.
So your arms are sort of the horses.
Well, they're like, okay, so if you have to walk, your mind tells your leg to lift up.
Right. So your legs, okay, so your whole body is the horses.
The horses are your emotions.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. Your horses are your emotions, the ones that drive, that animate the whole situation.
Yeah.
Interesting. So who's whipping the master, says Phil Z?
There's no one above the master, really, that I know of. Maybe kind of like a black hole.
Nothingness.
Yeah, like gravity, something. I'd like to know.
Yeah, I love that. So we've got above the master, there's a gravity and a black hole, and that's animating the master, who's then animating the driver, who is the mind, and the horses are the emotions. Am I right so far?
Yeah, but I don't think it's so linear.
And then
it's like there are these moving parts that are always moving at different times.
So the caboose is your arms and legs, though. That's the physicality of this 3-dimensional universe we find ourselves in.
Yeah, the carriage is your body, i.e., the virtual reality suit.
Virtual reality suit. And what's the real reality suit? When do we get off the game?
Whew. Is that your question for me?
Yes. I think we arrived at a really perfect question for you, I feel like.
Right.
That's a very you question, isn't it?
Yeah. When do we end the game?
When does where is it? The virtual realities? You said it. How does virtual reality interact with the real reality? Is it sit on top? Is it a different mode? Talk to me about that. When does one end and the other begin?
It's sort of like the virtual reality is the opponent, which is the devil.
So the virtual reality, which is the devil, is the enemy of the master in front of the black hole.
Illusion, yeah.
Illusion. So,
And since What's Up Catsup is into tarot, that's the devil card. It's illusion. It's
illusion.
Like physicality confusing you. So the virtual reality is physicality.
You should get a reading from or maybe do.
Okay, I do not need one.
Maybe like a dual reading situation, though. Maybe you could just like.
I could give him a reading.
You could do maybe something like this. I'd be ecstatic to see that sort of situation.
Yeah.
Either of you reading each other's, getting the pulling the cards, and just really plumbing the depths of each other's situations. I would love that because the prisms through which we are prisms through which the universe is refracted, and there's different shapes to our crystals, as they say, and I'd love to see your insights just go head to head.
Yeah. There's a lot of different ways that could happen.
Virtual reality is a demon.
Well, it's just distracting from the real thing.
From what? What's real then?
Well, I guess you could call it the unseen world.
How do we know whether we're seeing an illusion?
World. How do you know if you're seeing an illusion? Wow, fuck. Okay, now I'm stumped.
There it is. That's the question we were working towards then. That's the question we're working towards then.
I mean, have you ever reacted and then you realize that you didn't need to react, or I think that question comes up a lot when you're triggered.
Aren't we all triggered to some extent?
Yeah. I think some people in the chat are triggered.
The wound of having been created. The wound of being cleaved into an independent conscious being. We're all in a state of trigger. We're all in a state of codependency on each other. We're all in a state of addiction. We're all in a state of this is the stuff of the next level. And so as an artist, do you feel as if you create real shit or demonic shit?
Well, I guess it depends on where I'm at. I try to have a holistic approach so no demons get in my art.
The jazz has begun. Well, there's not going to be any demons in the jazz tonight. I can guarantee you that. Spark the Miracle Zone.
Wow.
Thank you so much for coming along with me on that journey, allowing me to be on that journey with you. Thank you for sharing a virtual reality and the demons, and I'm so glad that we could find a question for you tonight.
Thank you. This hype train is so real.
Namaste. It feels real. It feels... Namaste, Sparkly.
Namaste. Namaste.
A.E. Rook, gifting. Blessings to you. 20, guys, look at that number. 20 community subs launching this Jazz Express. Oh my good God, into the level 5. Namaste. Something tells me this is going to be a very special Jazz Express, everyone. All hands aboard. Blessings to you. Top see-through illusion. Simply cast the wizard spell. True sight, says Fram. Namaste, blessings. Wow. If you received a gifted sub, say a namaste to A.E. Rook. Wow. Well, that's enough from me. Back to it. Wow, Ellie Vanelli, 25 bits, not me, single bit. Holy moly, Thundercat giving out a community sub. Thunder Nuts, blessings to you, Thunder Nuts, Sociopathogen, 500 bits of girthy and stiff namaste to all tonight. Wow. The spirit is alive as the spiritual energy continues to foster a growth that cannot be found on any other channel on twitch.tv. You know, it's amazing what we're able to do. It's amazing what we're able to do through such a simple yet profound program. The energy we're able to conjure through, you know, we sprinkle in a little jazz every now and again, and you'd think you stumbled on a mystical cave. Little waterfalls, little guys in the waterfalls. They're surprised to see you. They don't not like it. They're curious. They come up to you and they give you a little smell. They crawl, they touch your little legs. They come up to about your knee. They smell you. You give little pokes on your knee, and then they laugh to each other and scurry away. What you find is that they've set a spell upon your knees, and you begin dancing. You begin bouncing your little knees up and down, doing moves you've never even imagined. They begin dancing with you, laughing, chittering. Somebody's throwing glitter on every goddamn thing. And there's glitter everywhere now. And these little fucking guys, and they're cheering, and there's a mystical waterfall. And there's trees that are glowing. And there's a little, now they're bringing out a buffet. They got a real fat abuela kind of figure bringing out a buffet. One second. A real big fat abuela bringing out a buffet of shit you've never even seen before in your life. Namaste. Namaste. Wow. Goodness gracious. Blessings to you, Gripple Chew. Saying 100 bits, tagging AE Rook. Gripple Chew just saying hi. Saying a little good vibrational meeting to you. Blessings to you. Blessings. Wow. Sparkling Miracle Zone Vibe Master. Main doors. We can forward your bad vibes in here. It's just a little bit of jazz. A.E. Rook wait a second. Did he do another 20? You're insane. Brother A.E. Rook, absolutely smacking that fat cock that we have grown all too familiar with and missed dearly. And blessings to you, A.E. Rook. Namaste. My ex just passed away from a heart attack. Her son sent me a text. This jazz is for you. A.E. Rook, namaste. Ooh, cha. Yes, 20 more subs. Blessings to you. Thrusting this beautiful jazz train, and going out to an ex who had a heart attack. Son texting. My parent had a heart attack. What a bummer of a text, right, ladies and gentlemen? But nothing a little jazz can't spruce up. And that should probably, main doors, you might be finding yourself, you're going to feel guilty with how much better you feel after listening to the stuff that I'm playing right now. The amount of spiritual energy, I say, people don't take me seriously until they see their life completely turned around after news like that. You listen to a couple notes from old Leslie Tanner, and they're transported to another world. Sort of meeting that astral plane, sort of spiritually communing with the world in a very way, knowing that while death is a loss, it is also mainly a loss. Sparkling Miracle Zone, yes.
I wish
Ellie Benelli with blessings to you, 74 bits. Sparkling Miracle Zone, another 100 bits. Blessings. Oh, my Lord. 700. Somebody alley-oop me with 170 more bits. Wow. Wow. Met her son when he was 5 years old. He was with him and his mom till he was 17. If you want to go ahead and just text them a link to this. Main Doors Private Club, you might think that people need a period of grieving, that people need, personal space, they need solitude in a moment like this. There's the loss of a parent, loss of a loved one. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are experiencing a loss somewhere in your life, make sure you send them a link to this. Send them a link to this little soiree we have, this little shindig that we got, this mystical plane of the conjuring of energy. Go ahead and text them this share. There's probably a little share link below the screen. Perfect gift for everyone at any moment in their lives. Namaste. Wow. Sparkling Miracle Zone. Appreciate everybody contributing, thrusting this. I'm channeling some very serious spiritual energy right now. Namaste, everybody. Wow. Blessings to you. Blessings to you. Ooh, girl. God was so bad in the sack, Mary didn't even notice him impregnating her, says Christopher Miller. What a beautiful way to think about that. God has such a small penis that a virgin teenager couldn't even feel it. Hideous story. Hideous. Garbage, terrible story. God is reprehensible. Does not deserve our respect. Namaste. Wow, here we are at another round around the block with Jazz Express. You know, if you go back to that story, we got little goblins making us dance. We've got a fat abuela goblin bringing out a sort of buffet, fresh coffee, and a buffet full of food that you don't even recognize. Sparkling trees, mystical waterfall. In the background, you hear somebody playing a little bit of something, right? Something you recognize, something calling your name from beyond the plane. Something that unites you with the goblins, telling you, you are the same. You are one. The horror of unity has stalked you even into this mystical cave. The annihilation of unity has stalked you into this mystical cave you thought you could escape, you thought you could transcend. through your tarot, through your encountering of the goblins, through your stories. No, it stalked you even here. There is no way to free yourself. Namaste. Wow. We have a caller on the line already. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What's something I can call you tonight?
Amanda.
Amanda, namaste. Welcome to the program, Amanda. How you doing tonight?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, Amanda, I'm doing fantastic. I'm having a wonderful evening with everyone. I'm getting to really explore a theme, but also explore much more, as we always do here at the program. Amanda, is this your first time calling Explorations?
Yes.
Guys, can we make some noise in the chat? Can we please make some noise in the chat for Amanda? Amanda, namaste to you. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight.
Namaste.
Namaste. And tell me, Amanda, have you been watching for a while? Or is this you kind of just stumble on us tonight?
No, I've been watching for probably about 6 weeks, maybe 2 months.
Interesting. Okay. And you finally decided to kind of just throw your hat in the ring, give us a call?
Yes.
Oh, I love that. Well, Amanda, I'm so glad that you did. I'm so glad that you did. Is there something particular about tonight that made, that gave you a little extra motivation, kind of gave you a little more giddy up?
Yeah. Well, I've been kind of feeling a little stressed out lately, and I've been needing a little bit extra zen, and listening to your music has been kind of relaxing me a little bit, and I just want some zen.
Right. So you're just kind of dialing in, getting some zen,
Yeah.
some bliss, some relaxation
Yeah.
in your life, because
Yeah.
your life, you said stressful. You sound stressful, and that's. Go ahead.
Right. I've learned that I've had high blood pressure,
Mhm.
and I just thought I needed a little bit of relaxation.
Is this
And
high?
your music has been kind of relaxing me a little bit.
Yeah. I love that. Have they stuck you on meds yet for your blood pressure?
Yes. And it's been making me kind of a little bit lethargic, kind of tired, and I just really don't like it. It's not natural. I just don't like it.
Natural. It's so funny you say natural. We were just discussing nature last night.
Yes.
And there's something unnatural about this pill, this force, this external substance.
Exactly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Illusory.
It makes me too tired. I'm not my normal person. I do not like it.
Yeah. And as Sparkly Miracle Zone put it, this illusion, this thing, this external force is demonic. Would you call it demonic?
I absolutely would call it demonic.
Interesting. Wow. Okay, so honestly enough, as a legally licensed counselor, which I am.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah. As a legally licensed counselor, I often will prescribe my own recordings of smooth jazz to people of all sorts of ailments in dire situations. I don't often do it. But in certain cases, there have been a lot of studies that come out of Duke University specifically that really talk about the benefits of smooth jazz at the hands of someone who's been around the block, so to speak, in reducing blood pressure, reducing cortisol, sort of improving the health of our neurotransmitters in general and our receptors as well, including serotonin and everything else.
Jazz, your jazz has been kind of bringing me back to my spot, to where I need to be. I mean, I love the music, just the tone. It's bringing me back down. I love it.
Oh, well, listen, I've got another I have a question for you. You mentioned stress. Now that you're in a place of relative calm, I want to ask you about this stress. Can you give me any more details about where the stress is coming from, what it feels like, things like that?
Well, it's just life, just everything, just life in general, just work, home,
Yeah. You have any personal relationships that are kind of causing you some stress?
Well, my family is wonderful, so they do not cause me stress. It's the outside of my bubble that causes me stress.
It's outside the bubble. So your family is your safe zone. Your place of
They're my
place of
safe
calm.
zone. Absolutely, my safe zone.
Yeah, your safe zone. And then we got these demons outside causing you stress, huh?
Right.
What kind of
Right.
Can you name one of them for me? Who are one of these demons?
It's just, I can't really name them because I don't want nobody else to hear, but it's just like other things, like extended situations.
Okay. Yeah. So, and this stress is giving you high blood pressure. Is it giving you sort of any complexion problems? Is it making you want to engage in activities that you wouldn't otherwise, want to engage in?
No, not engage in activities that I would not want to engage in. But yes, I think I look a little bit pale. But
Pale.
I'm pale, yes, and maybe a little bit, wanting to stay in and not do much.
Wow.
But believe me, I have been listening to you and your music, and it has been really my zen. Absolutely. Thank you so much. I love the jazz. It's so relaxing.
Of course.
Thank you so much. You have really been my go-to.
Oh, listen, Amanda, I can't tell you how much joy it brings me that this, I'm a simple man bringing a simple program to broadcast, and that to hear some direct feedback such as what you're providing me, that it's working, that it's finding a home, that it's aiding someone, that it's showing them a path before them, clearing the sort of the muck from their vision, from their windshield of their mind's eye, so to speak. It brings me immense joy, Amanda. What do you do for work?
Thank you so much.
What do you do for work? You can be vague.
I'm a teacher.
Teacher. Okay, yeah, we got a couple teachers in the chat actually right now. A couple teachers in the chat.
People. Yeah.
And their lives are. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to sugarcoat this. We're both adults. Their lives are not. They don't sound fun. Or good. There's of course. There's the enrichment. Working with the children, expanding their minds. Blah 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 blah. But ultimately, at what cost?
Yeah, your sanity, maybe.
You know what I'm saying? Like at what cost? And does it make you? And this is a question I have for you. I feel like this is a question that we can discuss a little bit here, and I want you to take home with you, Amanda. Do you feel like it makes you a bad person to be aware of the sacrifices you make and the cost being levied on your life?
I do feel like being in the presence of other children that you can touch lives, and it's rewarding.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
But it is very stressful. Very stressful.
Trav Cam, I teach lonely men how to pick up women on false pretenses. And frankly, I don't get paid enough. Solidarity. That's a communal vision from Trav Cam. So sort of in the same field as you. A little tangential, maybe.
Yeah. A little bit different.
A little bit different. Yeah, so I want you to, if I were going to give you some homework, it would be along the lines of that question. Does it make you a bad person to be aware of how much it costs you? And what does it cost you? First cost I'd put at the top of that list, you're on blood pressure medication.
Yes. very high.
And we can set it. You don't have to tell me how enriching it is to help these little kids. You don't got to tell me how you love the smile on their face and knowing that they're going to have a better future, et cetera, et cetera. I know that. I know your heart already. I can feel it. What I want to hear is what is the stuff that's giving you a goddamn blood pressure problem? That's what I want to hear. I want to hear those things.
I don't know. That's why I called you. Please tell me.
I love that. I would love to be able to tell you, but unfortunately, this is the path. This is the path of the final journey of the next level, as they say. This is taking stock of, you go to the store of life every day at your job, and you're getting the smiles back. You're getting a sense of purpose back. You're getting money back by which to survive. But what are you giving the cashier in exchange for those things? I just, and this is my homework for you. You don't have to come up with anything yet. But first of all, you're giving them high blood pressure. We know that. High blood pressure.
Right.
And I think something tells me there's some other things. And I would love, Amanda, if you could call back, just think about it, mull it over, take a weekend, and just come back and maybe just give me one more thing.
Okay. I'll think about it.
Yeah. And I'll play a little. I'll even play a little special. I'll devote the next little Jazz Express to you and your journey tonight.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Of course, Amanda. Thanks for waiting on hold during that, but also thank you more than that. Thank you so much for calling and just kind of jumping in the deep end and letting us get to know a little bit about you.
Thank you. I really appreciate you taking the time with me.
Of course, it was my pleasure. It truly was. It really was my pleasure. Namaste to you, Amanda. Hopefully we talk to you sooner than later.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Amanda. Have a wonderful evening.
You too.
Wonderful. Wow. What a treat. What a treat it was to speak to and get to know Amanda a little bit. Huh? Huh, chat? Huh, guys? Wasn't that a hoot? Wasn't that a hoot and a half? To just get to meet Amanda. Such a peach. And what a journey she took us on through that call. Wow. We don't talk about how miserable teachers are enough. We're always like, we laud them for their sacrifice. It's like troops, right? They come back from the war, and they're just they have the support. We support troops, the yellow ribbons, the 10% discount at at Chili's or whatever, just kind of rammed up their ass. What if we took a little bit of a break from trying to ram this support up their fucking ass, and we just said, hey, what's up? What fucking sucked about that? Because I tell you, I used to go to high schools with a guy, and we would talk to their schools together. He was a veteran. And boy, if you gave him a little bit of time, he would have some stories. But you'd have to shut the fuck up about how much you support him as a troop. And I view teachers the same way. View teachers the same way. I'd love to hear how miserable dog shit their lives are. Nothing would bring me a greater joy than to hear how fucking miserable you are. Be that Amanda, be that any other teachers that we find in the chat right now. Wow. What an exploration we had tonight, guys. What an absolutely amazing exploration we had tonight, huh? Give yourselves a round of applause. Give yourselves a round of applause. Of course, I had a great time. I had a wonderful time. I always have a wonderful time. But I want you to just really be aware of what you gave tonight to make tonight as special as it was. Everybody that participated in that in that Jazz Express, that was a hoot and a half. We had a couple of doozy Jazz Expresses tonight. And A.E. Rook sort of returning home and once again slapping that fat cock onto the table and saying, don't forget who Daddy is. Blessings to you. Blessings to everyone that was able to be with us here tonight. Namaste. Namaste. Sociopathogen, Hippocryptomatic. It was wonderful to be with you. Socio just says he had a time program works. By the way. Communal vision real quick from Fram Weard. Is the cock fat? I'm going to go ahead and answer yes. Not Mish, blessings to you. Blessings to Not Mish, how many times has Not Mish said that she was tired tonight? How much time is like, oh, I'm going to bed? How many times has Not Mish said that tonight? Has it been more than once? Did she say it in chat? Like 52? Oh, I'm so tired. I got to go to bed. Oh, I'm so sleepy. Oh. Well, guys, thank you so much for being here. I want to thank all of you, my explorers, but I also want to thank my moderation team. I want to thank my community of devoted light. My mods, as always, holding it down, doing amazing stuff. We're cooking on some stuff right now I can't wait to bring to you. I know I always say that, but we really do got some amazing stuff, some big stuff behind the scenes that I can't wait to launch when it's ready. But also my community of devoted light. Now, if you're looking for the most effective way to support this program and looking for a way to access exclusive materials, a monthly postcard, etc., join my community of devoted light at patreon.com. Type !final journey into the chat right now for instructions of how you too can join my community of devoted light at patreon.com. Get the videos, the podcast, the monthly postcard, the music downloads, etc. I want to give these things to you. I need to give these things to you. Namaste, guys. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful evening. Let's go ahead and see. Let's see who's on right now. Who's on? Okay, just kind of stop. All right, I'll just look at chat. Who should we raid? Who should we raid, everyone? Who's on? Who's streaming right now? Oh, is Ghost Monsters on right now? Let me see. All right, namaste. Let's go take this energy of clarity over to Ghost Monsters Live. Energy of namaste and clarity over to Ghost Monsters Eyes. Guys, we'll be back tomorrow, though. We'll be back tomorrow. We're going to just do vibrations tomorrow night. Vibrations with Leslie Tanner tomorrow evening. So, guys, throw your YouTube links over to the Vibrations channel. Also, if you want to cut in line and watch something in real time, there will be a donation link available for you. Let's go ahead and raid Ghost Monsters Live, the live streaming extravaganza they're having over there. Blessings to you, warmth and clarity to all of you. Namaste, everyone. I'll see you all tomorrow night for our Vibrations with Leslie Tanner. Follow all the social media. Join the community of devoted light. Namaste. Let's take this energy over there. I'll see you all tomorrow. Namaste. YouTube. We'll be on. You got to come to Twitch, YouTube. Come to Twitch tomorrow for YouTube. YouTube fucks me when I do a vibrations on YouTube. So if you come to Twitch, we'll have a good time. Namaste. Chris.